Hi, Joel here. This video is human reboot using AI or technology to improve the way we think. See, the word we use, mature over time. Well, an apple will remain an apple. But things like kindness, fairness, force, power, all those basic words, fundamental words, change as we mature. They also change across geographic regions, about cultural boundaries. And if we're going to have a meaningful dialogue, we need to be able to extract the common themes of those different versions, the different visions. So even though I have one definition of kindness and some German has another definition, we can recognize kind gestures, even though we don't exactly have the same understanding. It's like colors. We know if you're not colorblind, you know blue, but the blue I see is not necessarily the blue you see. Even though in specific details we don't have the exact same meaning, we still can articulate a meaningful discussion. In 2016, I had some free time and a bit of money to organize the Dance for Kindness in San Francisco. That turned out to be extremely difficult. We managed as a group to get something done. But during the discussion, the issue came, the Dance for Kindness was held in 50 countries in 60 cities, I believe, before COVID-19. Of all the people dancing and all the people celebrating the Day of Kindness, were they celebrating the same thing? And so I told the organizer, or Liwaba, the founder actually, there was no real way of knowing without asking people. I am not going to fly to 50 countries. The United States is a big country, 230 million people. Aristotle's method was to go about and ask questions to people and to challenge their understanding. Now you can do it a bit differently and go and ask people so they challenge your understanding. But it goes both ways, of course. So I reserved a train ticket, committed my vacation money on going on that train, and then I didn't have any choice but to ask people on the way. So now let me share my screen with you. How would you go about coalescing, condensing those 56 quotations into one sentence, or maybe two sentences that resume them all, or is consistent with those definitions? And you're going to be surprised how many different definitions there is, even within the United States. Kindness is kindness. You can look it up in the dictionary. The dictionary tells you how to use a word smartly, but it doesn't tell you what the words mean. To give you an example, I had one person say kindness is smiling. I had 3 police officers saying kindness is somebody doesn't mug you. Now the mugger may come to me with a smile. That doesn't make it kind. But to the young baby who doesn't speak yet, mommy smiling is actually kindness. So you see that the word actually will change. This meaning of that word is called to change. And perhaps the problem is when it doesn't change. Here are the 56 quotes. So I opened up ChatGPT. This case is 3.5. You can use any chatbot you want. You should get about the same result. The prompt to ChatGPT was, I asked you to be the author of the book Kindness Across America. What are the main concepts and sentiments expressed in the following 50 or so quotations from random people across the United States? Kindness is love. Kindness is selfless empathy. Space to bloom. Kindness is seeing the beauty within everyone and everything. I do have some very dear memories. One of them is in Los Angeles. I meet Dino. I do ask my question and I offer him my notebook and a choice of color markers. He picks one. He starts writing and he has some difficulty. So I said, "You want me to help you?" And he says, "No, no, no. It's been years since I did not write, but I want to do it myself." And Ellen took several hours to come up with her definition. She wanted to rethink about it, and she did. And she came up with kindness is knowing the difference between empathy and compassion. And another one that actually came up with something quite different is Orly Waba herself, who said, kindness is seeing the beauty within everyone and everything. So you see, there's a wide variety of responses to that question. Now, because ChatGPT is a large language model, you can ask questions about themes, sentiment. And so the next question is, what are the main themes present in the original 56 quotations? The software, the chat reports, I think 18? Yes, 18 themes, from impact on an unkind world to reciprocity of kindness. We get right a table for each quotation in the first column, followed by any of those previously listed themes that each quotation invokes. "18 themes, that gives us a good impression of what's the content of that file of 56 quotations. Why do we need that? Well, the purpose is to reduce the sample from 56, which is not manageable, to something that we can actually keep in our mind as we try to coalesce those selected quotations into one general definition. Note that the definition is not unique. So here's you have 3-1, you got another set of 3 in the second cover. Kindness, you have a better chance. Well, that one is repeated. Kindness is smiling at someone you don't know. Everyday acts, connection. Kindness is expressing love and gratitude no matter how hard it is. Compassion. Third cover, kindness is from soul to soul. Kindness is seeing the beauty within everything, everyone and everything. Kindness is living your deepest truth, as it means you are living in the heart. The heart and kindness are the same. So 3 minimal covers, 3 possibly different overall definitions of kindness. Here's another principle, the one I used for the book, using Drucker's 2080 principle. So that will give you, in this case, 3 again. Kindness is a warm smile from a stranger. And kindness is knowing the difference between empathy and compassion. You see the same quotations are coming back. And so you can mull over those things for a while and you come up with your own definitions, and you will come up with definitions which are not necessarily the same as mine. They better not be the same as mine. The one I came up for the book, actually before I met Orly the last time, when she wrote her own definition, was kindness is the universal response to that pregnant desire to be reflected as a person in the all-seeing eye. And my life has been one long search for the source of this kindness river. And in ChatGPT will tell you that actually it is consistent. It's not as explicit as some of the original quotation invoking specific themes like empathies or everyday facts. It provides a more philosophical perspective on kindness. Boom. It reflects the idea that kindness is not just a superficial action, but a profound and universal aspect of the human experience, tied to personal growth and the quest for authenticity and connection. Now, this is my definition. Now, let's take another one. We show kindness when we seek and honor the beauty and the truth behind the words that we exchange with one another. That's my summary. Your summary would be different. Now, why is it important? We don't have a single definition. We all have a different one. What's important is that we should be able, when we meet, when we observe together a gesture, we should be able to say, this is kindness or this is not kindness. So the agreement is not in the wording of the definition, it's not in the literal sense, the fundamentalist sense, but in our ability to engage in meaningful dialogue. Overall, this quotation reinforces the idea that kindness extends beyond mere actions. It encompasses how we engage with and value the words and feelings of others. It reflects a deeper, more empathetic, and respectful form of kindness that is rooted in genuine connection and understanding. So that's that. I hope you found this video interesting. I especially hope that you find it practical, because a lot of discussions right now are fundamentalist. We can't agree on terms, and therefore we're going to fight on who's more powerful to actually impose this word meaning. And that is not the way we do it. It's not the way to dialogue. I wish you good night. Take care. Bye.